deals. Everybody's running around. Perhaps you're looking for someone special. Maybe you're that someone special. There's a few deals that have been coming to me via email. So I know that you've been getting some via email. And I am still in my own wellness journey. For those of you that joined me last week, I was pretty sick and I'm still not 100%. So I've been playing with some of my Life Pro tools that maybe I am using more on a self-care or recovery basis than the traditional workout. So in looking at some of the deals that have been coming out, I thought today would be a good chance. You do still have some time, certainly in the States, to see what some of the deals are. And there's actually, as of today, some buy one, get one options as well. So if you are looking for someone on your list and for yourself. So I'm going to go over a few examples. There's so many great things that came out through Life Pro in 2023. You know what, it's likely that you may have missed a few and not all of them plug into the wall and shake things up. So today I'm going to go over the three deals that are on right now. I'm going to remind you right now, if you have purchased a Life Pro product since the beginning of September and have, or pardon me, doesn't matter when you bought it, but if you have not done a review on it, any review going back to the beginning of September is being included in the Life Pro review contest. I'm going to drop a link there. There's a couple winners every 3 weeks that are going to be announced by Amber on Fridays in her live. The link in how to enter, I just dropped into the comments. So if you're joining me today, someone please let me know if you can see or hear me on your end. I want to make sure that I'm up and running live. And if you have any questions about some of the products I'm going over today, or maybe you're not sure, you're looking at getting a gift for someone and should I get them this or that, especially if they're dealing with anything medical or there's some symptoms there that you have questions about, today is the day. So ask me questions at the end of the session if you're just not sure what's working best or you should be considering for yourself. So to start, the first deal today, and many of you that are following me on perhaps the VIP page, or if you can see and hear me, thank you, Facebook user. You can't see the link. Do you see my comment there? It might be buried because I put a bunch of verbiage, but you'll see it says, be sure to enter the review contest. If you scroll partway into that comment or see more, you're going to see the link there. Today, I'm joining you in my Christmas hoodie attire. I love this time of year. Last year at my sister's Christmas for our family, we all had to pick Christmas attire, ugly Christmas sweater, and so I'm using this as my annual. It is winter here, so I'm loving fuzzy season. I'm loving sauna season. There's so many things seasonally that I change in my self-care, but there's always compliment, and a lot of the things I want to talk about today, I could not possibly cover everything on the deals, but the first deal is that there's 20% off site-wide, and right now there is 3-day expedited shipping included. So there's free 3-day shipping. If you've been holding off, or it's going to cost you more now because you waited too long, you've still got time, and Life Pro is including with the items that are 20% off, free 3-day expedited shipping. I mentioned a little bit earlier that there are some buy one, get one options, and I've surrounded myself with some of my wizardry tools. And a few of these I've covered throughout the course of the year for different reasons, perhaps symptom management. A lot of times, if you have joined me in a session, I talk about the synergistic effects or complementing your vibration plate sessions or your exercise sessions with other tools, because let's face it, we don't all just deal with one thing or one goal. So the last offer that I'm going to throw in there on the slide is that there is a free massage gun offer still running. If you spend $200 or more, you get this lovely. This is kind of in the middle as far as size and power, but it does have a healthy amount of attachments. So if you've never owned a massage gun and you've dreamed of one, if you're spending over $200 or more with Life Pro this holiday season, they are including the massage gun. We've all done lots of talks, myself, Roseanne, and Amber, about how to apply a massage gun very quickly, just like I do in my vibration plate sessions. You know, we instinctively, if you've never used a massage gun before, think it's like going to a masseuse, or if you have the visual of a masseuse, like physically applying pressure, you think you need to drill this thing into your body, when in fact, let the gun do the work. If you're dealing with chronic issues, you've got someone that, you know, isn't going to do any of the things that you would do for yourself, but needs some help. A massage gun seems like a not for everybody thing, but I love this for things like just grip strength. If you're dealing with neuropathy, I'm going to get the gun going and turn the switch on, Debbie. Just like vibration plates, I always recommend, we have this mentality of starting slow. But when you're dealing with my vibration tools, especially mechanical ones, mechanical vibration tools are things like your massage guns, your vibration plates, where they physically move or interact with your body. What you will find with anything that thumps your body or moves it, a mid speed is kinder. It's a little bit faster, a little less choppy. And if you learn the discipline of skimming the surface of your skin with the gun, I'm going to get closer because you just can't see it on camera. Instead of like physically pressing hard, which is where a lot of people might be turned away from a massage gun, just skim the surface. Let the speed of the gun and the gun itself do the work. You don't need to apply a whole lot of pressure. If you're a therapist or you're a seasoned user, you know, there's reasons you may want to apply pressure for certain body parts and areas. But if you're just getting used to using a vibration tool like a gun, you know, see how you feel. Get used to how it interacts with your skin. Does it make you all red and puffy? When you're doing just this light surface application and using it a mid to a higher speed, it's really effective at stimulating those lymphatic vessels that lay just below the skin surface. Maybe you deal with sensitivity or swelling, you know, coldness. There's all kinds of reasons that you can use a massage gun throughout the course of a day. And guess what? While I'm hanging on to it, for those of you that can never imagine, perhaps from a strength perspective, even doing this yet, just hanging on to it, laying it on your lap is a great way to start getting circulation, get those nerves talking, get things improving if you're dealing with Raynaud's, nerve damage of any kind, neuropathy. Just holding on to a gun as symptoms present, again at a mid speed, it's much more comfortable than the thumping of the slow, wobbly speeds. So that is Crash Course 101 for a massage gun. If you've been wanting to get one but could never imagine yourself using one, there's going to be one included with $200 or more today with Life Pro's awesome deals for this time of year. So that is the Sonic. That's kind of like the workhorse. You know, I like using this one if I'm massaging for longer periods, if I'm doing my big leg muscles, if I'm lending it to an elderly friend or one of my little people. A smaller model that's got a smaller grip, smaller strike force, the millimeters, the amplitude of the gun determines how big the strike is each time that it moves. So these are all things, if you're comparing online, this is a good in the middle general application gun. And I'm going to stick that back in the box. I'm going to stay on the topic of massage guns, and I just want to feature another one that I use quite regularly, which is bigger than the Sonic. Bigger doesn't always mean better. It means different. This is one of the guns on BOGO. This is another Sonic model. Okay. This is a larger model, and it has different tips. This one has some metal and a heated tip surface. So again, there's never one tool and one set of attachments for every single person. The larger the gun, this is a logical thing, going to blow your mind. The larger the gun, the bigger the case that it's going to come in. So manufacturers have more room to put different tools. The smaller the gun, which sometimes is the better tool for the job, the smaller the case that the gun comes in. So there's less room for additional accessories, you know, packing it into all one kit. So just to give you an idea, because there are differences with the tips. So understanding the difference between, you know, where you want to apply the gun and what you're going to be using regularly. One thing that I love about This model, it's a little bit beefier. I prefer this not for my own use. This one weighs a little bit more than the Sonic, but I like this model when I'm working on other people. So if I'm working on, hubby's shoulders or someone else's legs, this one, everything feels a little bit different. I have actually small hands for how tall that I am. So I like this one. It feels more like an even weight, whereas the Sonic for me, logically, see how the head is a lot bigger. This one I find for my own self, I like using better because the weight is more on the tip and I don't have to hang on to it as diligently. So things to consider, and sometimes the reason that people have different guns. This one also has a slightly larger strike force or amplitude than the Sonic. So if you're a professional, you're looking at using one in a facility as a warm-up or a little recovery after you do your other magic, this is a good model to consider. And like I said, it has a little bit more variety of tips. The other reason I recommend this for a little bit more on the professional use side, I love combining essential oils and lotions and potions with my mechanical massage stuff. This one comes with some metal tips. So if you do like using essential oils while you are using this, I recommend the metal tips. Not to say that you can't use them on the plastic, but to me, I would warm these up. Sometimes they can be a little chilly, but these tend to, for me, I prefer these if I'm using an oil application in conjunction with the massage. So just things to consider. And again, back in the day when I had a facility, I did not have massage guns, but I could envision, I want one in every room ready to go. I don't want to be running around looking for one. So if you have multiple treatment rooms, sometimes it's nice to have multiple tools like this, so you're not so much necessarily running around, but generally between a full, if you charge them all in at night, just like your POS or your Visa machine, then you've got lots of work time there's nothing worse than going to work with a client and you forgot to charge the battery the night before. So I like having a couple of different guns. Typically, if I'm out socially or I'm sitting around the campfire and I've got one of these as an example, I need 2 or 3 because different people want to try. So I like having different tools, and then people can have a different chance to see what they may personally be using it for. So just things to think about. This one is buy one, get one. Other things that I want to talk about kind of on the massage line is compression as well. A lot of the ladies in my fat disorders group are dealing with lymphatic issues that you don't even know about. Things like lipedema, Derkham's disease, lots and lots of you dealing with lymphedema. Some of you have all 3 or 5 or fibromyalgia and Ehlers-Danlos. There's all kinds of comorbidities, and sometimes you're not in a place where mechanical stimulation like a vibration plate or a gun is best. So also on the buy one get one are a couple of compression ideas. I'm going to start with, these are the Aliva wraps. So these are more the neoprene. They've got a lithium charged battery, heat options. They cover the feet, the legs, the knees, and up to the higher part in your thigh, depending on the length of your legs. So these are a great deal. Again, if you've been looking for yourself where you want to gift someone else, we joke in our house, because I have a couple different pairs of these, we like to do them together. So sometimes, maybe a his and her set, if that's something that you're thinking about for Christmas. These ones pack up a little bit lighter. If you're looking for a travel option between these and the Axis, which I'll talk about next, these pack up a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller in the suitcase if that's where you're storing them, and a little bit lighter to carry. The Axis weigh about 3 times as much. They're more robust. They tend to come a little bit further up onto the hip. Both the Pro and the traditional models are on the buy one, get one. These would be, for me personally, the set that's at home. I've got some dedicated space to store these in. I wouldn't be lugging these around in the airport. They're a little bit heavier, in my opinion, but it depends on you and what you're treating yourself for. These certainly could still fit in luggage. They could be checked on their own in a bag, likely as a carry-on. But they cover a little bit more leg. They zipper front access versus Velcro. So sometimes it's more of a preference for you and how you want them to fit and feel. These have different air chambers, and I find them more robust. So these for me would be more ideal in that home clinic, light use in the clinic, as opposed to the neoprene. And like I say, they're a little bit heavier, so I wouldn't consider them as portable as the Aliva wraps. So a couple of options there for you. Both of those, of course, come with storage case. I'm going to turn to the right now and focus on something that I haven't actually played with in about a month or so with the machines, but I always love when I do. If you haven't checked these out, these are the swirls. There's 3 different sizes. I'm going to grab the littler one, but you can see the lovely little Black Life Pro logo. This is kind of rubbery, grippy, a little bit softer than the inner plastic. These are really cool. Maybe you just want to change the scenery, or maybe you don't have a vibration plate and you want to work on some stretching or some footwork. I like putting my feet on these ones and rolling them on the ground. I also love using the little one when I'm doing squats on the machine. I put it, if you don't have a ball, if you've seen me in my sessions, the little one for me is perfect to keep my alignment and my feet hip width apart, so that when I'm doing my vibration work, this forces those inner and outer muscles. The next size up, I love using, I'll just lay on the floor and I'll put it in the arch of my back. It's awesome for stretching out the back. And there is a larger one if you are a little bit more fit than I've been feeling the last couple of weeks, and you do yoga or Pilates, or if you're doing any balance or stretch work. These are a really awesome tool, not only in conjunction with your vibration plate, but just as an affordable mix it up tool. These ones are also on a buy one get one as well. And sometimes the simplest thing, the kids love the yoga rings. Sometimes the best part as a mom with some of these simpler accessories is, it does get the whole family involved. I don't have to worry about them plugging things in or being in the sauna too long, or, so there's, I love some of the more simplistic tools, and, a smaller one or the middle one on these travel well in the suitcase as well. So they also dual purpose, not only as incorporating with your home stuff, but they're another travel option if you're looking for something like that. So again, just to recap, I hope everyone, if you've joined me late, I'm going to invite some questions here towards the end. Maybe you can't decide, or there's something you've been thinking about if you're dealing with some symptoms, or someone in your life is, and you've just not decided. I would be happy to take any questions on any products, whether it's light therapies, the vibration plates, if there's something that you're curious about. And do check out the links. Again, quick recap, we have 20% off with free 3-day expedited shipping. So you still got some time if you have left things to the last minute. There's also just launched as well a buy one get one. So there's some select items on the buy one get one deal board. When you go into Life Pro's site, it's going to give you 2 little buttons, and it'll say, do you want to shop the buy one get one, or do you want to shop the 20% off? So you can narrow in if you're looking by discount. And then any order over $200 will include a free massage gun from Life Pro. So whether that's for you or for someone special, that's included. And as I dropped the link earlier, for those of you that might be just joining me a little bit late, please enter the review contest. Any entries, any product doesn't mean you had to purchase, but if you have not submitted a review or you plan to, any review going back to September 1st will be entered for 2 winners. Every 3 weeks will be drawn Fridays live with Amber. So I still have my sinus cough voice, as you can hear, but I want to hear from you guys. Stephanie, thank you for letting me know the link is there. Facebook user, how much longer is the sale on? It depends on the sale. So I think the expedited 3-day shipping, I believe, is on until the 20th. So you've got a couple days on that one if you're still deciding. The buy one get one is probably, in my experience, this time of year, it's probably as available. So if there's something that you've been looking at and it's buy one get one right now, you sometimes run into a stock situation. So there's certain things that I would say just jump on. There's nothing worse than going to hit click and it's now out of stock and will be a different price, likely by the time you consider it in the new year. So what's on sale now is what is in stock. So sometimes that's what dictates the sales and the pricing. So if there's something in the buy one get one, I would say get on that. But the 3-day, shipping, depending on where you're getting it shipped as well. But they are guaranteeing that, I think, until the 20th. And then the free massage gun order, I think that rolls through here until Boxing Day for sure. I'm sure by Boxing Day and Christmas, there will be some new specials launched as well. Whether that's going to include the free massage gun at that point for the new year, I do not know. But I think, again, for the 20% off and the 3-day shipping, you are okay till the 20th. Buy one, get one. It's, first come, first serve. So check that out maybe first if you're looking of getting two of one thing and one to keep for yourself. Still can't see the link. I'm going to drop just the link in case. Here. One moment, please, for my awesome technical skills. Here. I'm going to drop just the link to register for the review contest. I'm hoping that you can see that Facebook user. On my end, it's showing up just after your last comment. So hopefully you can see that. What else can I tell you? It's almost 2024. I always say, don't beat around the bush. Don't wait till January 1st. Don't measure yourself by anyone else's expectations. If there's changes, start them now. Work them out. Work out the kinks. I know it's very hard over the holidays, certainly on the food piece to stick with the diligence. But if you've taken advantage of some of the savings that Life Pro had over Black Friday, and things are collecting dust because, you just don't have time, make time for you over the holidays. I'm going to join you guys on Boxing Day for a post-Christmas shake. It's going to be a bit of a mean one because I want to get in gear before the new year so I don't have to wear things like this entirely through 2024. I want to get back in a little bit more. I find in the winter when we're in the t-shirts and the sweats, I'm still strong and I'm doing my things, but I don't focus on the definition as much as I should be with all these amazing tools that I have. So you guys can help me get motivated. I will be here for a workout earlier on 3 p.m. On Boxing Day. And you can join me with your vibration plate. We're going to do a workout there. If anyone, you're still not seeing the link there, if you're looking at this through your phone, what I'll do, Facebook user, is after this has ended and we're over and done, I will go back in and make another comment in the comments just on the regular Facebook page. Everyone else seems to be seeing it. Perhaps it is, anytime I have issues like this, I'm always on a desktop. So perhaps it's just the fact that we're live, and if you're looking at it through your phone, sometimes there's limited capability. So I will shut up and stop rambling. If there's no questions related to what should I get, what shouldn't I get, if you have questions for yourself or someone you're considering in the home, I will leave you guys be. If you have questions after the fact and you're seeing this on a recorded basis, please always just tag me at Debby with a Y. Sometimes we get caught in the frenzy. You see it on laptop. Isn't that weird? That happens to me sometimes. You must be technically not challenged, but I always seem, if anybody's going to have a computer issue or a technical issue, it seems to be me. So I'm glad you could find that. And just enter your details for the review contest if you haven't done that. And that doesn't mean you had to have purchased a product. If you've got something on the shelf and you just haven't gotten around to doing the review yet, be sure to do that. When is the Oculax coming back in stock? I can't say for certain. I know that there is certainly an ask on that. I will tag the Life Pro representative. I'm not terribly privy on the stock situation on the sales side, more just here on the education and the videos. But I know that question has been asked, so I will certainly ask. I'm going to tag. I don't know if I'll do it through Restream. I'll tag Life Pro on that and see if we can get you a more definitive answer on that one. But it is a crazy time of year, so if you are looking at something before the tree day, take a look at some of the deals today. The Oculax, I'm not sure, also maybe to check on Amazon. I'll check on that for you as well. If there's no other questions, like I say, if you're watching on a recorded basis, tag me after the fact. Otherwise, I will see you on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time for a Boxing Day shake. Don't work too hard. Have a wonderful week leading up into Christmas, and I hope you have some fun with those that you love and care about. Whether you're celebrating or not, take some downtime and invest some time for your own self-care using all of these wonderful Life Pro tools. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Have a great Christmas week, and I'll see you guys on Boxing Day.